is going on, everybody? I thought we were going to hit the intro there, but it's all good. Learning experiences. That's how you begin this shit. We're here. I guess we're all twinning tonight. Holy shit. This is really fucking weird. Oh, my God. Without further ado, Segs, you know what to do. This is too weird. Come on. I don't know what happened there, but it is what it is. Anyway, welcome to another episode of 302 Birds. I'm sorry, let me redo that for you. Welcome to another episode of 302 Birds, Season 2, Episode 26. The day is July 13th, and we are in the midst of Phillies baseball with a Phillies fucking legend. You guys...
Time for Phillies talk with Bob Tommy.
Dingers. Shut up, bitch. Oh.
Well then, that was rude. I will not shut up, bitch.
Segs wants to do that. Maybe Segs next time let the full intro play.
What?
All right, let's not get
all right.
Come on. All right, Tom. Anyway, Big Balls Hall. What do you think of this man?
Oh, I love him. I think so far so good with him. I don't want to knock. I would want to knock on wood. Don't jinx it, because we haven't had anyone like other than Aaron Nola come up solid through our own system in like the last 10 years. Kingery turned into a flash in the pan. Who else turned into a flash in the pan? Godel, Tyler Godel, 2 years ago. Trying to think who else. Vinny Velo Velasquez, Jesus H. So, point being, he's like our first guy to come up that's actually done pretty decent. And since Aaron Nola and Rhys Hoskins, he's done fabulous. He set a franchise record for most home runs in a 3-game span. He had 4 in 3 games to start out. It's been fabulous. It is. So, I love they've been calling him Long Ball Hall, but I like our version better. Big Balls Hall.
Do we make a t-shirt? Is this a t-shirt idea?
This might need to be.
Oh my God. If you would buy a big... Sorry, Segs, you know what to do. Full screen, baby.
Thank you.
If you would buy a Big Balls Hall t-shirt, let us know in the chat. This city already has our infamous hero. I won't even say his name, but I'll just say the abbreviation. BDN. BDN. Let us know in the chat. Let us know in the comments. We would love to see that because we'll make them. We got an artist. We got a couple artists now that can help us out. Jack, you've been quiet down there. What are you thinking about Big Balls Hall?
My laptop's being stupid, so that's why I'm on my phone.
The Blair Witch Project.
That's not a bad angle. I think you look good at that angle, Jack. Fuck Tom.
I have no comment because I don't really watch baseball. But from what Thomas said, I think this guy is legit. And I think, this may and possibly could be the year for the Phillies. Even though we just had an injury to Eric Bohm. Sad to go. But having Big Ball Hall step up really helps out the team, and I think I'm excited to see what happens for the next couple games.
Yeah, I am too. I think it could be a big thing for him. There's definitely a big chance for him to make a name for himself here. I guess, Tom, if I'm right, this guy's first 2 fucking hits as a Philadelphia Philly were home runs, right?
First 3.
First 3? Oh my God, I didn't even know that. Welcome to Philadelphia, Big Balls Hall. If you're hitting 3 home runs... Then
he got a single, then he got a double, then another home run.
I mean, this guy's just insane. It's where has he been? Is he our designated hitter right now, or is he a center fielder?
He is right now. So where he's been is we've had him in the minors in Lehigh Valley. He's been playing first base down there. He's been on a tear in the minors this year, and we finally brought him up because we were like, no one's bat's really generating life, but his bat's been generating life in the minors. So who else but to replace Bryce Harper then with another lively bat? Bryce Harper was essentially just DHing. He wasn't in the field. So why not just bring somebody up who's going to be literally just designated to hit anyway? And he can give Rhys Hoskins a day off every now and again when he's getting on one of those real cold streaks. He's one of our streakiest players that we have.
What were you saying, Jack? Sorry.
No, I didn't mean to interrupt, but didn't they literally just pull him up like within the last 2 weeks?
Yes.
Yeah, because his first at bat in the major league was a home run, right?
Yes.
His first 3 at bats, dude. That's freaking absurd. Can you imagine that? Walking up, cranking one. Walking up, Segs, you know what to do. Fucking cranking one. Thank you, Segs. There you go, nailing it. Walking up, and you know what he's doing on his 3rd one, Tom?
Hitting it again.
He's cranking one, baby. Come on, give me that energy. He's cranking one. And then he's hitting a single, and then he's hitting a double. It's the perfect welcome to Philadelphia. And you know what? Somebody's got to step up besides Schwarber when Harper's out. Somebody's got to do it. So I like that Big Balls Hall is that guy. Who knows? Maybe we'll make a T-shirt like we had with the BPT, BBH. Look out. Look out. Who knows? 302 Birds on the prowl. But I am really, really excited to see what this young man can do. Thank you, Segs, for nailing that right there. But we're going to move on now to our next part of the segment. Kyle Schwarber. Don't worry, Segs. We don't need the alarm. We only need it at the end. We got a producer. It's his first couple nights, guys, but we're really happy to have him. If you guys don't know him, Segs, he's doing a great job. We're going to get there. We'll be all right. But home run derby. 319 at-bats, 28 fucking home runs on the season, and 10 home runs in June alone. I made this graphic. That's why you guys can tell that it sucks. Quick announcement as well. We got a new graphic designer. His name is Praj Designs. He's doing a fantastic job. So I just want to give him a round of applause real quick because I think he's doing a great job from all of us on the show. You guys could maybe give a round of thank you, Jack. Maybe Tom, show your appreciation because that graphic that he made was amazing. We're super lucky to have him. I made this one. That's why it sucks. But it's a good time to suck. Anyway, I got to take this banner off the screen. But anyway, Tommy, what are you thinking about Big Balls Hall?
You mean Schwarber?
Yeah, he does.
Sorry, yeah.
Dawn's an idiot.
ADHD, I know. That shit kicks in at the worst times for you. But Schwarber, I think with the home run derby, I think he could do good. And so last time he was in a home run derby was in 2018.
Do well, not good. Get your grammar correct, my guy.
Look at his face.
Freight train,
Jack,
you, my guy.
Jack, I've seen you try to send emails to clients. I wouldn't be one to talk.
Would you say you did to him, Jack?
Huh?
Would you say you did to him?
I just freight trained you, baby.
Train's coming through. If you guys don't know what that is, I mean.
But anyway.
Sorry, Tom. If you guys don't know who that is, it might be 2 people on your screen right now. Maybe it's me. Who knows? But anyway, Tom, sorry. What were you saying?
So, hi, Arrow. So last time the Phillies or Schwarber was in the home run derby was 2018. He made it to the finals in that derby, only to lose to one of his current teammates, Bryce Longball Harper. Yeah, so that was the year Harper won it for the Nationals. Schwarber was on the Cubs then. But he'll have his work cut out for him. He's got to go up against right now back-to-back 2-time defending champ Pete Alonso, who's going to participate and try to get a 3-peat with the home run derby. Yes, Dutch, he is a Mets player.
Why the fuck is he on our screen then, Tom? You should have said that. Come on, Segs. Don't bring that shit in here. You can call him out, Tom. Go ahead.
Segs, where? So, then you have Juan Soto also participating and Ronald Acuna Jr. from the Braves. So, there's a pretty stacked home run derby when you think about it. We won't have Vlad Guerrero Jr. because he said he hurt himself last year. So, I would have loved to see him again. He put on a show the last 2 years. Here's so I would have loved to see him. And then there's also going Pujols, supposedly, just because it's his final year, is gonna do it. He's done it a few times. I think I forget if he's won or not. I know he lost to Ryan Howard, the big piece, one of my favorite childhood heroes. He lost to him, I know, back in like forget it was 05 or 06. I know there was one year he beat Pujols, and one year he beat Big Papi, the Red Sox legend. So, but those are supposedly all the participants in the home run derby. So, I think Schwarber's got his work cut out for him. But Schwarber, he's got a nice quick swing and quick flick of the wrist, which, because it's time now to the home run derby, like it has been the last few years, here's a quick swing like his might actually be more to his advantage to just be able to get that ball out rather than trying to hit these moonshots. But that never stopped Pete Alonso the last 2 years, unfortunately. So, I just hope that the quick flick that he has, like that Chase Utley quick swing, and can propel him to a win and just take it home. Because it's really the NL East.
I mean, we'll see. Like, what do you think is over? You think he's going to hit how many home runs?
So, I forget what it was last year, but I think he's got to go for a near record again. I think he's got to go for like near 60 in total in this home run derby.
That's easy. I can do that with my sleep.
Yeah,
it's a what, Jack?
What is the ball to a 48-mile-per-hour fastball right down the middle? I think I'd shit myself.
What is it? A
pussy sport.
I was going to say child's game, but okay. I mean, getting real interesting with it.
No, I can literally hit a homer within minutes.
All right, baby. Moving on now to our next topic. I guess it's a little bit early for it, but I'll text him. He'll probably come on. But Tommy, why don't you go ahead and start with this? This guy's from Sewell, New Jersey. Warm welcome home, or you think the team's fucking around?
I think the team's fucking around. First of all, they wanted to get this guy as like a retooling piece, to use the words of Chuck Fletcher that he said at 5 o'clock earlier today. Between this guy and the other guy that they got from I forget where he's from, but they got another guy that's more of like a fourth liner. He's going to be kind of more of a fighter type player to hopefully his plan supposedly was to get that guy. So then, and he's fighting and the younger guys are learning how to be more like skill players. But this guy, I don't like him as a personality. Like, and he's run into trouble a lot, like in the locker rooms, Tony D'Angelo. He hasn't, like, he's got skill for a defenseman. He's better than what we have, but like where we're trying to build a locker room presence, you already had TK, Travis Konechny at the end of the season, already starting to mouth off and like getting people's faces and kind of destroy your culture in the locker room. You really want to bring in another guy that's kind of like that. Like, to me, like, I don't like he was a Ranger, so I already don't like him because he was a Ranger. I don't like him because of how he is as a personality. I don't like a lot of the things that come out of his mouth. I don't like the things that come out of his mouth. What?
I can say the same thing about you. I hate what comes out of your mouth.
Yeah, but at least I'm not a sexist and racist pig like this guy is.
Ooh.
All
right, we don't need to do it like all the time. We might just have to make us doing buttons a thing. But anyway, Jack, what do you think about this guy?
I have no idea. No idea who this guy is. To be honest, I don't really talk about Phillies or the Flyers much, but I mean, we'll see what happens with this kid. That's all I really have. Sorry.
Yeah, it's all good. We got Frank coming on hopefully soon.
Oh, God.
Sorry, guys. I'm figuring something out. But anyway, I'll say my piece.
Yo, get some pep in your step, Dalton. Come on.
You're right, Jack. Thank you. I needed that.
Jesus Christ.
Jack, you gave me what I needed. All right. I got it, Segs. It's fine. Just let me do my thing. Anyway, warm welcome home. Who the hell knows? At the end of the day, 34 goals, 123 assists. This guy's pretty freaking solid. His over under is plus minus, I'm sorry, is 11, which that's pretty good that's your on ice. Like basically how productive you are on the ice. Like what's your goal to negative goal ratio, right, Tom? If I'm explaining that right?
Yeah. So it's pretty much like you want to be able to score, like your team scored more goals while you're on the ice than what you gave up while you were on the ice.
Does it deal with like the lines, or just like in general as a whole?
So you're on the ice. You are physically on the ice when your team scores. That's +1. If you're physically on the ice when your team gives up a goal, that's -1.
Okay, gotcha.
So you want it to be a positive number, which his number is that's better. The bigger that number, the higher the positive number, the better that stat is for you.
Gotcha.
That's how that stat works. So his is at 11, which is solid for a defenseman. Because defensemen usually hover around I want to set an average defenseman's around 5, just because they're on the ice more than forwards are. So you're prone to kind of that 50-50 split, you're going to give some up while you're on the ice. You're going to score some while you're on the ice. So, and as a defenseman, he doesn't really get a lot of say in how many goals are scored. He's usually more so passing it up to the forwards and getting assists. So, that he has an 11. He's above average, I would say, but he's not going to be like a Zdeno Chara in his heyday type thing where he's +20 or something while he's on the ice. It's one of those things where it's is he going to be this great superstar? Probably not, but he's better than what we have.
He's going to be decent enough.
Yeah.
I think the fact this guy, when he came, did you see how excited he got to be a Philadelphia Flyer? I thought that was pretty cool. And I think usually when things happen like that, they usually don't work out in our case. I'm not going to lie. We're all Philly fans. We all know that. But at the end of the day, I think that it could be pretty solid. I really like him. I like his attitude. I think he's going to fit right in. Shout out to Frank for fucking up and not showing up. That's another thing we had to deal with. But speaking of Frank, Jack, what is Frank good at? Fitz, what's up, man? Bird call.
Oh,
Jack,
Frank's
what is
here.
one thing that you would say Frank is good at?
Frank's terrible at everything. Sorry, he just came in.
Oh! Let's let him tell us instead.
He is a little loser. He can't really talk for shit at all. I hated work with him. He pissed me off every single time I worked with him. But other than that, look what he's doing. He's eating a fucking cheesesteak right now. Go Philly, right? I hate you, Frank.
You look good, Frank. How are you feeling about ZWilson? I mean, we just talked about the Flyers. Briefly, give me a 30-second how you're feeling about this Flyers player, and then go ahead and jump into ZWilson.
So, okay, here we go. I am calling it officially right now the gritty curse. Since 2018, we've been under 500 in the winning percentage column. We haven't made the playoffs since Gritty. I'm not blaming it on Gritty. I love Gritty. I believe it on the front office. Complete disaster.
Chuck Fletcher needs to go.
Sell the team. Fletcher has to go. I think Comcast needs to sell it. I'm sorry, but they're more looking at the marketing aspect. Hey, but we got Gritty, though. We're selling tons of shit for Gritty, but it's not happening. Philadelphia fans are horrible. I've been looking at just Twitter and I've been looking at Instagram. It's just negative after negative. Do they really want to be the Cleveland Browns of the NHL? In the next 2 years, we will be known as that. So
yes, we will.
I mean, you can't really say that anymore because the Browns are actually decent now.
But they won 20 years. We're looking at 20 years with the Flyers right now.
Guys, hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
we can hear you, unfortunately.
So yeah, that's where I'm at, boys.
All right, that's a fair point. But on to
Frank, the question was, what do you think about Zach Wilson?
All right, this is amazing. So, okay, like for the NFL now, I mean, everybody acts like this is like a new thing. Do you know how many probably Ray Lewis, like all these dudes that just smash MILFs left and right? Like we're talking about the New York Jets here. You are living in New York City. You're making multi-million dollars, and you're telling me that he's not going to bone another MILF by the time before he's married or while he is married? Come on, like this league, people are trying to act like this is so crazy. Like I feel like this was a normal thing back in the 90s. We just didn't have social media, like all this stuff. Like,
Segs, that's a great tagline. Good bounce back, buddy. Sorry, go ahead, Frank.
Like, there's no way, like, these guys, like, this is a new thing. Come on. Am I wrong or am I wrong? I mean, she's got to be a smoke show, though.
You know what's crazy? So, the way that I see this is, you know, people are trying to get a lot of hate from this. You think that they're going to hate Zach Wilson, but it completely bit them in the ass because everyone loves Zach Wilson now. He's a fucking savage. I love this man.
City boys up, baby.
Exactly. And the thing is, like, his whole family is like good looking. Like his dad looks exactly like him, and his dad's like 40 years old. So, like, all respect to this man. All respect to this man. I don't think he's an asshole.
Jordan's coming out. Let's wait for it.
All respect to this man. I love this.
He
guy.
loves stills. Jordan loves stills. Hashtag.
Can we make that a T-shirt?
Yes. I would rock that.
Wait now. Good for you, Zach. I mean, it kind of sucks that your best receiver at BYU is now dating your ex-girlfriend. But other than that, you're a savage, dude.
All right, can I say something on this?
Go for it.
This girl is just such a hater. As she tried to make him look so bad.
Is that the girl right there, Frank? Is that her?
No, that's Stifler's mom.
Dude, Stifler's mom is.
No. I'm asking Frank, Tom, not you. Frank, is that the girl that ZWilson banged?
I don't know who it is. I know it's not her, though.
How do you know that? Because Tom told you? Because you wouldn't know that? Or was it the cat ears?
I really don't know what she looks like. So, but
I mean, look at him.
Zach Wilson's a good-looking dude. I mean,
dude,
I'm not
yeah, he is.
lie.
He is. I'm not gonna lie.
He looks like a
Somebody had to
lacrosse
say
boy
it.
at Harvard Law School.
Dude, he's like freaking TikTok boy meets Barstool Sports meets freaking High School Musical.
Yeah, I don't
if
think
you
Barstool
are a
Sports.
cougar
I think
or
State
any
Sport
woman
right
above 30 years old, stay away from this man if you have a son. If you are a young man aged anywhere from 0 to 30, keep this man away from your mother. He is a danger to the presence. He's an animal. Freaking book club.
That's what I say about Tommy Luch too, dude. Tommy
book club.
I see
Frank,
Tommy.
book club with these. His mom had over 30 women in their 30s to 40s. I'll say.
I just want to know how that conversation started. Like who hit on who first?
Well, he had 30 women over, and all 30 of these women are coming by, and they're in a room with Zach.
Have you seen the commercial? I think it was for Old Spice. This guy comes out of the shower with a towel, and like this mom has her friend over, and I guess the kid asked for a towel. He's like, the mom's friend was like, "I'll give you a towel." So this is what it kind of reminds me of.
I think
good story, bro.
It reminds me of like. Honestly, if this is real, this is hilarious. Like, honestly, I wish the Eagles drafted him at this point because here's the reason. I think that there's a theory that the Throw God has on TikTok that I 100% agree with, that basically when a quarterback gets a girlfriend or a girl that like is getting in his head, like a good girlfriend can hold you down. Like, that's good. Look at what happened to Patrick Mahomes when he married Brittany Mahomes. Has he won any Super Bowl since he's married Brittany Mahomes?
Look at Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz, prime example. He was in the back of my head too. I just didn't want to let you down, Tom. But yeah, Carson Wentz, as soon as he got cuffed, it all went downhill. Do you agree? Let us know in the comments. But at the end of the day, Zach Wilson is out here. He's cougar hunting. Mom's having book club. He's upstairs putting on cologne in the mirror, pepping himself up. And at the end of the day, what was it? It was his mom's friend and his ex-girlfriend exposed him. But his ex-girlfriend is banging his college roommate. That's just as messed up. I mean, what are your guys' thoughts on that?
That's the thing, like, where I get it. Like, you call him out for having sex with his mom's best friend, but aren't you fucking his best friend?
Do you think that she's doing that to get back at him because he cheated on her?
No doubt.
No doubt.
Well, I think she tried to get so much out of this, but it really kind of bit her
This
in the
backfired
end.
so badly on that. There's no way that relationship lasts.
Exactly. Because the
It
male,
is what it is.
the male sex loves that.
It is what it is.
It is
So-
what it is.
That's why
But
I
yeah,
just laugh.
I do want to thank
Stop it, though.
Frank, the mother freaking tank, for coming on. That's the segment for that. Frank, thanks for coming on. We were going to have you talk Flyers. I mean, it's all good. Enjoy your cheesesteak. What kind of cheesesteak are you eating on your way out? Let us know.
Oh, buffalo chicken cheesesteak
From where?
from D'Alessandro's.
Can you get us that sponsorship, though?
I would love to try.
Tell them why they should sponsor our podcast right now from Frank Longo. Why should they sponsor 302 Birds?
Well, 302, we're not 215, but we represent it pretty well, and your food is delicious, and I'll eat it all for free.
You're going to get people from the 302 Delaware to come up just for your cheesesteak because it's that good. I live in Delaware, but I went to St. Joe's. I know a good cheesesteak in Roxborough, and so does Tommy. Anyway. Huh?
No, you all say you're from Jersey, but you're not from Jersey. But anyway.
I'm from a lot of places, so fuck you, Jack. Anyway, Frank, thank you for coming on, bro.
Stuck.
Yeah, Jack, you're still from the worst state.
All right, boys. At the end of this, only one of us is going to be standing. I don't fucking know. KJ should be coming soon, so that'll be fun. But I saw a ranking the other day. Nick Sirianni ranked last season 16th in all head coaches. So he's right in the middle of the pack at number 16.
Which is huge.
How are we feeling about that?
No, it's pretty great to hear that because, we had like a hot and cold season and we didn't know what we were expecting about Nick Sirianni. We made it to the playoffs his first year being a head coach. So other than that, and he had the number one rushing team in the league, and he kind of was given nothing and kind of turned into something great. So I love this guy. I wasn't really sold on him when he became head coach, but if that flower grows, it will grow, and he's grown on me for sure.
No, he's a good dude. Number one team in rushing, like you said. I mean, I remember watching, Jack, when we were in the beginning of the season, remember, when we weren't happy about how the team was performing because I think Nick Sirianni was trying to make Jalen Hurts a traditional type of quarterback because that's what he worked with the year before in Phillip Rivers in Indianapolis. That's why they had such a strong run game the year before with Jonathan Taylor. So I think that seeing what Nick Sirianni's done with that, we learned that in the second part of the season, and the Eagles ended up being the number one team in rushing. I think the game when it all came together, Jack, remember the Chiefs game when we were watching Gainwell and the line was just going off and the Eagles were in that game? Well, I would say that was when it turned around for me. And last but not least, the one thing I want to say before I hop off, one Mr. Softy t-shirt one, because fuck Ben Simmons. I need to watch how many times I say the F word on this podcast, I've been told, but I had to there. And then last but not least, one tennis court fight.
I think we've seen him kind of grow into a good coach because he was trying to improve, he was trying to impress the front office, letting them tell him what to do. They believed in Hurts, letting Hurts do his thing. But then as the season went on, he's like, no, we can't be doing that. I'm going to coach my team. And, it kind of flipped 180. And, we weren't expecting to be in the playoffs at all. But December really helped us out a lot. And it's great to see that, like I said earlier, this head coach, first time being a head coach, took the team to a playoff round, even though we lost. But, that's pretty huge, I would say.
Yeah, I think it's huge too, because at the end of the day, I think everybody thought that the Dallas Cowboys with Amari Cooper, Dak Prescott, and Zeke had this dynasty for years to come, especially in the beginning of the season. Like when we got our ass whooped by Dallas week 3, were you at my house that night, Jack? I know Tom was for sure.
Yeah, I was.
Remember how we just had this horrible, morbid outlook, like the season's over, we're not going to be good for a long time, and then they turned it around.
Game?
Now, we went to the second Dallas game, but here's the thing, Tom. People forget that for the first quarter, when our second stringers were in, going against Dallas's first stringers that played until the fourth quarter because Mike McCarthy's that dumb of a coach. Sorry. At the end of the day, our freaking third stringers were somewhat hanging with their first stringers. So that's why we got our ass whooped. But like Fitz said, F Dallas. I think Nick Sirianni's here to stay for a long time. What do you guys think?
I think so too.
You know what I like that I saw him grow last year. I will say that I didn't like first like quarter of the season Sirianni, but I liked him because I'm not sure if you saw this report, Dutch, that came out like a month ago where he essentially just turned over all play calling responsibilities over to like his offensive coordinator and stuff like that, and I think he kind of realized like okay, maybe I shouldn't have all this play calling power because I'm not pushing the right buttons, but like I can build I can captain a ship and like lead it to success. I just shouldn't be the one physically doing everything on the ship, if you know what I mean.
Is that going to happen at a basketball game? Yeah, when is that basketball game going to happen, Jack?
Yeah, Jordan.
I mean, anytime soon. Zep's been busy, so whenever Zep's free, we will have this game. And Fitz, you'll be the ref. No, you'll be announcing the game, and we'll have a good time. But Dalton, you want to welcome the guest?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and give us a warm welcome. Thank you, Jack. I want to welcome somebody to the show. He has 10,000 followers on TikTok. He is an exceptional Eagles content creator, and most importantly, a great friend of mine. He's got that Blair Witch fucking project angle going for us right now in the dark. Hannibal Lecter type of shit. Real KJ McCoy. Welcome to the show, KJ.
I'm feeling good. How are you guys doing?
Hey, we're great, and we're happy to have you. How are you feeling about Sirianni, though, KJ?
I'm excited. I mean, I just heard what you guys were just discussing about Sirianni. I did not know that he actually does not call the plays too much anymore. But that's interesting to know that he is really giving the ability and the whole, I mean, I guess the whole offensive mindset to the offensive coordinator. I mean, that's interesting to know. But yeah, we'll see what happens with Sirianni. And I mean, I think this team does have a chance to be a contender.
Hey, KJ.
Ooh, he's handsome. Look at him, everybody. Is he single?
Not to be rude, but you got fans. You got fans.
What is it, fans in here?
Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate it. Yeah, no, they're loyal as heck. I love my fans for sure. But
look,
I didn't even. Oh wait, I thought it was. But yeah, honestly, I think with them, I think they can win the division. I do. I'm really excited for this season, and I think they got potential. I mean, in general, I mean the team that Howie is building right now. I mean, we all didn't see this coming at all. I mean, we did not see this talent, this mentality at all, and it flipped the whole switch. So I mean, he kind of did like a whole 360 flip on all of us. I feel like, if that makes any sense.
No, that makes a ton of sense. I think that's what we were just talking about, how the second half of the season, I think he realized, and what do you think about this? I think he realized Hurts isn't a traditional type of quarterback. He's a modern type of QB. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's really I would say he's not the talent of Lamar Jackson, but if there's a player I can compare him to, it's probably Lamar Jackson. Does he have a better arm? I kind of believe he kind of does. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I think with him, the only guy I can really compare him to is
yeah. Sorry, you broke up there a little bit. Jack, you know what we haven't done yet?
Hold up.
Sorry about that. I don't know what the heck.
Don't worry, it's not your trivia. It's Jack's weekly call-ins, I was going to say. So this week we actually got something a little bit different, guys. So please bear with me. But I'm going to see. Actually, I guess that this maybe might work. Tell me if you guys can hear this at all. Ready?
It's not there. It's not there.
Can you guys hear this?
No.
I can't hear.
It's not even on the screen yet.
It's all good. We'll try it again later. Anyway, we had a call in, and by the name of, I'll tell you the gist of it, Dylan Bacon. And he asked a really good question. I'm going to try to do his best impression. I will tell you the last thing that Dylan Bacon said. He said that Jalen Hurts is his dad, and he came from his, I won't finish the rest.
Oh, God.
Just because that was the whole tagline of his thing. But anyway, Dylan had a really good point, and it was, will Jalen Hurts be an MVP contender for years to come?
No.
At the end of the day, I think that's a great question. Jack, yes, no? Contender, keyword.
Well, you were high on your horse, like, I don't know, when we first started the season. You're like, oh, my God, Jalen Hurts will be the MVP. Jalen Hurts will be the MVP. I'm like, no, dude. One, he didn't really do much last year at all. Two, yes, we'll see what happens. We can't really judge anymore because we haven't seen him play the new way, his throwing ability. Three, no, he's not going to be. He's not that type of guy. And that's why we have that, this is a make or break year for Jalen Hurts. I mean, if he can actually complete passes, not leaving Quez walking short, go deep ball to AJ Brown, maybe. But at the same time, I'm not saying he's going to be he's not going to be an MVP candidate. I'm sorry, he's not going to be.
Yeah, I think he will be. I mean, I'll say what I got to say, and then we'll let KJ take it because I'm going to talk KJ into teaming up with me and fucking you over, Jack. Come on, KJ, give me some right now on the side screen, baby. Bam! It's all right. It's backwards. You got it. Let's go.
I got you.
There we go. Yeah. Screw you, Jack, because Jalen Hurts, you need to have faith in your QB, Jack. You can't be a negative Nelly out here saying this guy won't compete because he will what?
Shit. What have we seen? Nothing. We haven't seen him be an MVP candidate last season. I'm not expecting a lot this season unless he changes something.
Let me ask you something. Here's the typical Eagles cop-out answer. What did Josh Allen do after his second season? I mean, they have similar stats.
This is Jalen Hurts' third season.
Yes, but it is Josh Allen's third season is when he took off.
No, you're wrong.
Well, I have this. What have we also seen in Philadelphia? That you don't necessarily need an MVP caliber quarterback to win it all. Look at Nick Foles. He wasn't an MVP caliber quarterback.
We had a fluke, motherfucker. This is a fluke.
It was not a fluke. I will never admit that.
I love it.
I will never admit that.
Jack, is it a fluke?
We had a spectacular defense. Hold on. John Madden always said, defenses win championships, and that defense was a great defense with Patrick Robinson, Rodney McLeod. Hell, you had Fletcher Cox, you had Brandon Graham fully healthy, Chris Long fully healthy. Do not tell me that they needed.
Hey, Dawn, like I just said, look what Fitz just said. He said he has to put the ball in Smitty and in AJ Brown's hands. If he can't do that, then no, he's not going to be MVP.
All right, how about this? When Jalen Hurts is an MVP contender this season,
let's make a bet.
I told y'all, motherfuckers. So
let's make a bet, Dawn, right now. Let's make a bet.
Let me say something about Jalen Hurts. If you guys don't mind. So
you're good. Go ahead, KJ.
All right. So with my opinion with Jalen Hurts, I think he's got some talent for sure. The problem is with Jalen, I mean, I think he's got great confidence, and I think this year is a make it or break it season for him. They got him some weapons for sure. I mean, they first added Zach Pascal, and I was like, okay, that's a good addition, I guess. And then now they got, the slam dunk of a wide receiver in AJ Brown, who I feel like is going to make Jalen Hurts a better player overall. And what people are also saying that Jalen Hurts is not good. Oh, he doesn't have a good arm. I don't think A.J. Brown would be freaking friends with him if he didn't have a good arm or if he didn't believe in him. And, I know there was like some fake story coming out recently, like, oh, he got sacked like 4 times. He got picked off 3 times and stuff like that. It was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I heard that one. I heard it got debunked pretty quickly.
Oh, don't worry. We'll get into that soon. Don't worry, KJ.
But back to what I was saying with that, like, I just think with Jalen Hurts, he has the ability to pretty much be this franchise quarterback. Can he be an MVP contender? I wouldn't go that far yet because there's so many great players in this league that are just dominant as heck. I mean, you could go with Patrick Mahomes back to Josh Allen. Heck, you can even put in Aaron Rodgers sometimes when he's somewhat good. He's still one of the GOATs. But yeah, there's just a lot of great other quarterbacks as well. And even with A.J. Brown, I still don't know if I just wouldn't say, Super Bowl right away. Jalen Hurts has got to get used to A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown has got to get used to Jalen Hurts. And it's all about chemistry. We'll see what happens, though.
Well, here's the betting odds right here, too. And then, Jack, we can make our bet because I want to show you the odds first, Jack. Let me take this off.
Russell Wilson will be contender.
Here's our boy right here. I took this bet the other day. You know what I put on it? 50 fat ones, Jack. That's why I'm ready to go. I'm ready to roll. You think I don't got a nickel or two? I put 50 fat ones on my name for Jalen Hurts to win MVP. I think it pays like $1,000 or something insane like that. I think
you're insane.
Wait,
you're insane.
Down?
Yeah, I put $50K. No, I put $50 down, KJ. I wish. I put $50 on Jalen Hurts to win MVP. But apparently I'm insane. But it reminds me of Lamar Jackson. Look at who he's right there with. This guy's going to get suspended.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
So, there you go.
He's got already worse odds than a guy that's going to get suspended.
Look, he's pretty much one step ahead of him, and I would say Deshaun Watson had a pretty good chance to be MVP at the beginning of this year. So I don't know. That's all I got to say about it.
Baker Mayfield's going to win MVP because he has revenge seeking. He is revenge seeking. He is going to pop off this year.
So what's our bet real quick before we move on to the next segment?
Okay, how about this? Do you want to make the bet on if he wins or if he's a contender? Like if he's top 5.
If he's a contender, which
top
I guess
5.
Let's quantify what that means.
Top
if
5.
Jalen Hurts is a top let's say maybe 10 MVP contender by November? I think November is pretty fair. If he can be, I don't want to say December because I don't want to freaking jinx it, but let's just say November. If he's a top 10 MVP contender by the end of November, which means the last day on November, we will look at the MVP odds. And if he's still a top 10 MVP contender, what?
This is going to be a great content for that season episode. I will bet you $100. I'll bet you $100.
All right, $100 to my name with my boy Jackson. I hope I can take his money, but I'm going to probably have to pay him. Anyway, Jack, we're bros. What would we do if we were working out for the Eagles? Where would we go?
Where would we go?
Probably Ocean City.
No,
Tom. Wait, where would you go, Tom?
I said,
what
I
the hell is that?
Up for that one.
KJ, do you know those guys?
No, I don't know who those guys were.
KJ, let me give you a little story. Go back a little bit. Go on, give me that piano.
No.
All right, Jack, your piano?
Yeah.
I don't know what your piano
The
is.
soundboard that you had. Flashback.
What piano?
Time for everybody.
No. Anyway, KJ, so this happened last summer. We were
I thought it was 2 summers ago at this point.
No, it was last summer. We were having a time, playing a little bit. We were 22 at the time. And Tom was spitting all this game, so he can beat me in Oklahoma drill. I said, okay, you know what? Let's do it. So we were at Dalton's beach house. We walked down to the beach, and we did Oklahoma drills. And I ran his ass over. That was me running his ass over.
Who won?
Wait, so that was. Yeah, that is. Oh my God, that is you guys. I know.
Sorry, I just wanted you to see it. I don't want to get carried away. But anyway, if Jack and let me ask you a question, KJ. Jack and Tom, revenge. We're on Tosh.0 right now, and do you know what time it is? Welcome to Reb Redemption, everybody. This week's episode we got. No, I'm not gonna do Tom like that. But the point is, if they were revenging, I can see the look in this motherfucker's face. He is ready to roll right now with Jack. Jack would get put on his ass. So I would make you a bet, Jack, not because Tom has. And you know what? I'm also betting on Tom because Tom, what do they have in your shoulder? What kind of precious metal?
Titanium.
Yeah, Jack, you're going to get laid the hell out. You know what I would love to see you and Tom, though, do? Ice skates. Ice skates would be absolutely absurd. But anyway, broing down at the Bro Barn, Eagles training. What are you guys thinking of this?
I need some content.
I've seen the pictures of this place. It's pretty dope.
It is dope. Didn't he build it last year? Like, I think this thing's only I think this is like 2 years old. This place.
Yeah, Lane Johnson built it. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah. I think it's awesome. I think that's great that he brought everyone there. It gives me 2017, 2018 vibes from like when Carson brought everyone out to North Dakota to like all work out together. It's kind of like a kumbaya come together moment. Like we're seeing what happened with like the Yankees now. Like they're tearing up baseball because they all came together, all bonded together before the season started, before they took this big journey together heading into the season. I think it can only do good that they're all working out together. They're all like having fun together, have a big kumbaya moment.
Yeah.
Would you be a part of that moment? Like, let me ask you something. Do you think that this could be bad in any ways? Like, do you think that any certain players might be like, oh, I feel left out, for example, like some of the, third string, fourth string wide receivers? Because that was one thing I did have to say. Some past QBs that we have had, I don't know if Carson Wentz did this or not, but I know some have, in the NFL, at least in general, are really good about taking the whole entire offense, all 25 guys, I guess that it is, or around 27 with them. Do you think that there could be, I think it's looking into a little bit too much, but do you think that it could be bad? Or I miss Lehigh is what I'm saying. Lehigh Valley.
Lehigh too.
That
Lehigh,
whole team, bunk beds.
Bunk bed, storm style.
Weeks ago at the Devonta Smith softball game. So, I got those vibes I heard from people years past, and they were talking about like how it was when it was Lehigh and all those days and Andy Reid's camps and like how cool it was to be up there. But it's a different mindset at NovaCare Complex for sure.
Go ahead, Jack.
No, go ahead.
No, you go.
No, you.
Fine, I'll go. You're too nice to me. Old man screaming at the sky meme. Just insert that there. What you call it? It's another bad thing that like Chip Kelly brought upon this franchise was that he brought it back to the NovaCare Complex. Like I felt like bringing it to Lehigh had like that Philly vibe and that they were like one of us again. Like they got out of their mansions, they got out of their souped up Lambos and whatnot that none of us normal Delco, Philly, Jersey, Delaware had whatever have you, not like we don't fit into that. Like we all have like beat up like Toyota Camrys and like in my case I have a beat up Buick because people don't know how to drive and crash into it when I'm parked. Yeah. But like it was just like, and like fans had like this cool access because it wasn't like this high security place like the NovaCare Complex is. Like Lehigh, you be standing at a chain link fence and you're just yelling at them and being able to kind of look in. Like that's why it's like I don't know, like you just miss like that, like it was just something to get excited about. Whereas now it's like, okay, it's a normal practice during a normal week. And I have to go flip on in NBC Sports Philly to go see what they did. Like I can't like get that all-inclusive access other than maybe a fan day here and there that they do a practice at the link for me to see. Hey, like it's just not the same.
No, not at all.
Hey guys, real quick. I think we know the answer. But our boy Kazzy wants us to debate the Eagles are greater than the Cowboys. And honestly, I will be brief. Coming from the Eagle podcast, no shit, the Eagles are greater than the Cowboys. Especially, with all the moves we made this offseason. I think that we've gotten 10 times better than we've had in the past. This is our best team we've had since the Super Bowl run. So Cowboys will be a contention, but they lost a bunch of numbers. So without a doubt, I think the Eagles are going to be better than the Cowboys.
Yeah, I think it's going to be closer than people think, though. Like, at the end of the day, yeah, they lose Amari Cooper, but CeeDee Lamb, and I think they kept Gallup, too, right? So, I mean, there's still going to be a legit offense. I think that we have a slight edge, though, but it's all going to really depend on Jalen Hurts. I like that the offense is getting chemistry. The one last thing I wanted to say about Lehigh, and then we can move on to our last topic of the night, is at the end of the day, only 3 players on the roster have stayed at Lehigh, and I believe those 3 players are Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, and hold on, I had the last one in the chat. Jason Kelce, of course. So the fact that maybe it was Lane Johnson instead of Brandon Graham, but I'm pretty sure it's Brandon Graham. I'm like 99.9%.
Yeah, Brandon Graham was at Lehigh. Because he was one of Andy Reid's draft picks. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't he?
I think you're right. Exactly.
And was.
Man, so did he pan out?
Yeah, so I think he was one of their draft picks. I'm pretty sure.
But KJ, I want you to take this topic first. And you kind of alluded to it earlier, but the rumors that Derek Gunn kind of said about AJ Brown. Why don't you go ahead and tell us about that, and then tell us your thoughts?
So I think what the rumors were. I mean, I think Derek Gunn did say some stuff about Jalen Hurts or something. He was saying he's the one I think was like the anonymous source or whatever for if I'm right or wrong, I don't know. But yeah, it was an anonymous source saying that Jalen Hurts threw like 4 picks and got sacked like 4 times or whatever numbers it was. But and then AJ Brown backed him up and was like, dude, we haven't even started like the whole we started OTAs. They haven't started like the legit practices yet. So yeah, I just feel like some of the city is like against Jalen Hurts for like no reason, and a lot of the NFL is against him for no reason. He's a good guy, but I think with that, it's just you're gonna have a lot of naysayers. Chris Sims, but yeah, it is what it is, and I think Jalen is honestly take it like a champ, and he's not really letting it like get to him at all. So I mean, like that's what real quarterbacks and real just athletes and competitors really do. I mean, to be better, to be greater than what people think they are going to be. So I think with Jalen Hurts, yeah, it should be an interesting season. But I mean, you were saying about AJ Brown though, right?
Yeah. What do you think about him coming to his QB's defending? Do you like that? Him bouncing back on Twitter?
Well, I think, yeah, I like it a lot because I think and I think you were recently kind of saying I know there's some comments about like T.O. and A.J. Brown and stuff like that. I mean, we're not going to get into what it was. But with that, I think the thing is Jalen Hurts has a relationship with A.J. Brown, something that Donovan McNabb did not really have with T.O. And I think, honestly, if they did have a better relationship and if they honestly made up and honestly didn't act like a bunch of babies, then they would have freaking won maybe a Super Bowl or 2. But I mean, it is what it is. But I think with AJ Brown, I mean, him already having his quarterbacks back, that's pretty cool of him to do for sure. And I think Jalen has his back as well. So hopefully that chemistry can just go on the field as well, and they can just ball out and they could just shove the haters aside and just play their game.
Jack?
No, I agree. I mean, this kind of reminds me of what's his face? Mailata. Last year when he was standing up for Jalen Hurts after that big loss, I think it was to the Giants or to the Cowboys, how he kind of picked them up. It's nice to see that we have this chemistry now that this receiver is backing up his quarterback. That's all we need. We need that mentality for the season because it means a lot. And he's like, goes a long way for sure.
Yeah, I think it goes a long way too. Did you just take yourself off the screen, Jack?
No.
Yeah, anyway. I think at the end of this, AJ Brown is going to be absolutely insane. I personally said that he was better than T.O., and I got a ton of shit for that, which Okay. I mean, like KJ said, we won't get into it. That's another topic for another day. But at the end of the day, I think that KJ alluded to something great. They have very good chemistry. And that's something that McNabb and Tio didn't have. And that's why, personally, I am so optimistic that I am. Maybe I'm an optimist. Maybe I'm looking into it too much. But at the end of all this, I really, really think that he is going to be a really, really good player for us. And the sky's the limit.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But also, I think too, we've been wrong though before. I mean, we thought that DeMarco Murray was going to be insane, and he wasn't. We thought Nnamdi Asomugha was going to be amazing. He wasn't. There's been free agent moves that we've made in the past where we thought, oh my God, the Super Bowl, it's going to be amazing, and they flopped. So, but honestly, I think with AJ Brown, it's different. It's a different mentality, and I mean, it's most likely he's gonna be the real deal.
Yeah, I think he's going to be the real deal too. I like that he said that the stuff is fake too.
Yeah.
I know that AJ Brown and wide receivers talk in the NFL, and it is what it is. But I like that he's coming at the end of the day to his QB's defense, and he's trying to help him out. Through all this, I think we got a real one. A lot of people are saying, like, I got duetted this week, and this is the last thing I'll say by a guy. And you know him, KJ Train on TikTok. Great content creator. Okay. Love him. And he made a really good point, though, about A.J. Brown benefiting mainly off the Titans' offense being play action. I totally hear that point. I think that's a great point. And Z-Train also brought up that A.J. Brown has had a couple injuries. But at the end of all this, I mean, A.J. Brown is a freak of nature. When you see those pictures of him shirtless, like the one at the Bro Barn, like you're like, holy crap, this guy is just a physical specimen. I know a lot of us Eagles fans, of course, get mad for passing up on DK Metcalf. I think that we got something better than DK Metcalf personally. I remember a lot of people a couple years ago had the Terry DK and A.J. Brown debate, but I'm happy with our guy a lot. But getting into our final topic of the night.
This was not it. This is not what I wanted.
We'll do it next week. I promise.
No. I'm changing it right now, bitch.
I've never even seen this. Was that what we changed?
Guys, what I wanted to say was, and this is kind of whatever, but what is your favorite thing to do in the summertime? Top 5 things to do in the summertime.
I can't give you a top 5 off the top of my head. Like ride a fucking bicycle, eat an ice cream cone. Like
fine, you know what?
you just put that. No. It's fine. I do like the topic idea.
Let's do favorite game.
I'm just busting your balls. I can give you my list right now, motherfucker. Maybe I have it in the back of my head.
I could probably give you a good list too.
Number 1. Damn it, I don't have one. Buy a flat hat on the Ocean City Boardwalk from All Campus. All Campus is the number 1 place to go for hats. All Campus. You should sponsor our podcast. I'm just shooting my shot, baby. Is it going to go in? We'll see. Anyway, at the end of the day, I do seriously love going there and buying hats at the shore. Like, they have a great selection. So shopping on the boardwalk is up there for me. That would be one of them. Sitting on the beach, of course. There's a place that I love to drink at my girlfriend's place. Me and my lovely lady here. But we go to, what's it called? Captain Jack's. And they have this really good drink. Me and Alyssa can never finish it because we're both
is that his place? Is that his place? Actually?
Well, he is Jack, so I mean, maybe he's a partial owner.
Captain
but
Jack.
I'll tell you what, Jack, you love a good Cuban sandwich, right? They got a really good Cuban sandwich there. That's what I get. Number 3 would probably be actually ride a bike, even though I made that joke. It is fun. Number 4, whoop Jack's ass in spike ball. And number 5, toss the good old pigskin on the beach. Nothing beats that. That's number 1 for me. Nothing beats going down on the beach with the boys, going long, giving Jack a long ball. He's single. I'm throwing it a little bit far. And the girl that's tanning on the beach, oh, I'm sorry. What are yours, Jack? This is your topic.
Yeah, come on, Jack. Don't hold out on us.
Okay, top 5. In no order, particular order. 1 is going to nice water park. Water parks were my shit when I was younger.
Oh yeah.
And I really love going to water parks. My favorite one to go is Hershey Park. I love, hot summer day, kicking back in the pool, go down the tunnel slide. That's a good time. Number 2, if you guys saw my story, follow me on Snapchat. I love golfing. Golfing is one of my things that I enjoy doing. Whenever I have free time, I always golf. 3 is have a nice campfire when it's not so hot out, but like it's decent out where you can put a campfire on and have a nice brewski with everyone who's 21 years old.
Right.
Am I at 3 or no? 4. 4 is even though I'm not really friends with this one kid anymore, hopping on a boat at the beach, going on to the sandbar, dropping anchor, playing spike ball, playing some of that frisbee game where you throw at the bottle and it falls. That's always a good time. I enjoy that more than being on an actual beach. And number 5, honestly, you know, I wish we did more often, but I enjoyed going down to Dawn's beach house, kicking back.
You're more than welcome anytime. You just got to come up on the boardwalk with me and do some interviews.
Wait. Going on the boardwalk, right, guys? You guys know me, Tom. You know this by now.
Oh yes.
My favorite thing to
I know
do
exactly where you're going.
every time I go on a boardwalk, if they have a punching bag, I love going to that, and I headbutt it. I don't punch it, kick it.
We should make that a button on the show. Great idea.
And
Wait,
it's funny because like they're like, dude, you're an idiot. And everyone crowds around, sees it all happening. I've been doing
All the
it.
Guidos lined up. They're like, yo, Jack's like, yo, I'm about to fuck this thing up. And all the Guidos looking at him in his vineyard vine shit, like, get a bitch, bro. Jack goes up, literally headbutts the thing. The whole place loses their shit every time.
And it's been a tradition since what? We've been in 8th grade, right?
Yeah, I'd say 8th grade.
So that's my favorite thing to do. That's why I'm a little stupid because I think I lost a lot of brain cells doing that. But it's a good time. I enjoy doing it.
And that's a great 5. KJ, we'll kick it to our guest. What are your top 5?
all right. So for me, I probably have to go with what Jack was saying too. I mean, I'm not going to do any type of order either. But water parks is a go-to thing for me for sure. Water parks is, yeah, as Jack was saying, I love freaking water parks. I'm trying to get back to Six Flags one day, so I'll get back there. But yeah, water parks. 2, I'd probably say Phillies games. I love going to Phillies games in the summer. It kind of gets me over the pain of just not watching the Eagles in the summer and just like missing football. And I know we had the USFL, but it wasn't the same. Yeah, and then probably 3, I probably have to go with. Probably go on the beach. I mean, I got a place in Atlantic City, and yeah, we go there.
You do? We'll have to link up.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, for sure. Yeah, I got a place there, and shout out to AC. But yeah, that place is pretty cool. Certain parts. I live in the good parts, so that's a good thing. But I like going there. I mean, when I can, and I probably say, 4 and 5. Yeah, I got 4 and 5 left. 4, I probably have to say, yeah, probably. I don't know, maybe drinking a little bit or just kind of having fun with friends. Probably say that something like that, like going to the beach and kind of drinking and having fun and whatever. And then probably 5, fishing. Yeah, I like fishing a lot. So
I miss that. Fishing good time.
Fishing is something that I've done since COVID. So, I mean, for me, fishing's kind of been just like a go-to thing now. So I've kind of got used to it. And I mean, like I do it when I can.
Hey, KJ, we need to link up August 12th to the 14th.
He's coming to the Phillies, and we're going to cut I got to be really quick because I got to hop off, but we're actually going to cut James's hair in the parking lot of Citizens Bank Park, Jack. So you got to come tailgate. We're all going to a Phillies game together. We're going to sit together. It's going to be a ton of fun. If you guys want to meet up with us, we're going to be having a tailgate. KJ, X302BIRDS, X probably Cardahar, X Matt Bear, collab of the year. And probably other people will end up showing up.
All right, Dalton, you can peace out. I can finish it out. Tommy, if you want to go, top 5.
Okay, top 5. I'll be real quick about it. I'll be real quick about it. So my this is probably in order too. Even number 1, I love waking up at 5 a.m. to catch the sunrise and then go work out at I like to start with a bike ride and then go to either like local gym in OC or Attilas, either one. I really don't have a preference. So that's number 1. Number 2 is definitely hitting up the OD with my friends in Sea Isle. just having a great time there, especially with like the Insiders Band, or sometimes we'll even dip over to the Orr House and go catch LeCompte. I love LeCompte. They're my favorite Sea Isle band is LeCompte. Then it's probably when we get a whole group together, and like you have like guys like Matranga, Mully, and I like throwing napkins at Dead Dog at 2:30 in the morning in Seattle. Nothing better than some Florence and Machine at 2:30 in the morning. And if you know, you know. And then number 4, I do like going to a Phillies game during the summer. Nothing better than some summer baseball. Baseball's my favorite sport. I love even just going and traveling to like other baseball stadiums too. Like last year, I took a trip up to Fenway. Which it pains me to say, Fenway's probably the greatest park. Yes.
How many stadiums have you been to out of all the teams?
So far, if we count Veterans Stadium, like I've been to 4 major league stadiums, but if we're just counting teams, just 3. Because
Okay.
I've been to Petco Park in San Diego.
Oh, nice.
I've been to Fenway. I've been to Citizens Bank Park. So
Yeah, I've
But
been to Citizens Bank Park and the Yankee Stadium, and I'm planning. Actually, I am going to the Mets Stadium because I'm going to Mets versus Phillies game, and I gotta go and represent. So,
exactly.
represent Phillies.
Tommy,
So
before you die,
I'll be
you
going.
get all stadiums. Is that your goal?
That is my goal. I want to go to the only one that I really absolutely need to go to. In my mind is Wrigley, and then I'll be set. I want to get to Busch Stadium too. Busch Stadium looks like it's a ton of fun. It's where the Cardinals play.
Yeah.
But those are like Busch and Wrigley right now are like the top of the list. Like I have to get to. What you call it?
I heard the Giants have a good stadium too.
Yeah, with
Coca-Cola.
or it's not AT&T anymore. I forget what it's called
Is it
now.
Coca-Cola or something, or I don't know.
No, it's some other. It's like a. It's another like tech company.
Wait, is it Oracle Park?
That's it. That's
Okay.
it.
Tommy,
Yeah.
They switched it because they got rid of because they had Oracle Arena, but they don't have that anymore for the Warriors. So
Tommy
I know
boy, you got one more. One more to go.
One
Top
more.
5.
I gotta do the down the shore donuts. Like any place down the shore is fuego. Whether it's like Drip and Scoop in Ocean City, Brown's Donuts, Duck Donuts in Avalon.
Fun fact: Tommy's uncle owns Dunk Donuts.
No, he's not my uncle. He's my
Oh.
cousin. Actually, he doesn't
Oh,
own
that's
it
pretty
anymore.
cool.
He just
That's
sold all his shares.
Well,
nice.
He's
KJ, like I said, it's August 12th to the 13th. I'll be in AC going to the Tidal Wave concert. So you need to hit me
Oh,
up.
nice.
I'll be there too, Doherty.
Yeah,
I
for
finally
sure,
bought my
man.
ticket.
Let me know,
Have
man.
you got
Let me
tickets
know.
yet?
I'll try and get your info, and we'll link up for sure, man.
For sure. All right, everyone. I know we're kind of rushing time. Appreciate you guys coming out. It means a lot to us. I know you guys, this kind of sucks. We don't want to talk about Eagles that much because it's off season, but we appreciate you coming out every night and watching us perform, trying to make our dreams come true. But we thank every viewer. I want to say thank you to Segs for, getting things squared away. But Segs, please hit that outro.
Shut the segs, man.
Buy the merch. For the love of God. Jordan needs a down payment on his house.
Yeah, I need some down payment, so buy the merch, everyone. Wow, Charles Weiss. Every MLB stadium.
I love the love, Charles Weiss.
God bless, go Birds.